It's your favorite Kiwi coach, and welcome to the Kiwi Live Show. This is one of my first live shows on YouTube, and I hope you guys are going to enjoy this type of format. We got a really good live show for you guys today. There's a bunch of YouTube comments that have been going on in some of my recent videos talking about basically just kind of professional golf swing analysis and all that good stuff. So we're going to answer some of your comments. A lot of you guys out there right now are still under the impression that distance, or actually more so accuracy, is more important than distance. So we're going to kind of talk about that claim and really give you guys some evidence to back up my standings on this, because I'm one of the believers that distance is more important than accuracy, and I hope you guys will kind of enjoy that. All right, guys, everyone who's joined in, thank you so much. Let's kind of get into the live show. So I'm getting all of these stats online. I'm going to give you guys each of the sites. So if you guys want to kind of go ahead and do your own research, you guys can do it. So the first one's going to be the official worldgolfranking.com. So it's OWGR.com. Now this site I'm using to get the players such as the top 10 in the world right now. So 1 being Justin Rose, 2 being Brooks Koepka, 3 being Dustin Johnson, 4 being Justin Thomas, 5 being Bryson DeChambeau, 6 being Xander Schauffele, 7 being Jon Rahm, 8 being Rory McIlroy, 9 being Francesco Molinari, and then 10 being Tony Finau. So that is OWGR.com. If you guys want to check any of my fact check me or do anything, go check out that website. Now, I'm using the PGAtour.com statistics to kind of show you guys all the statistics that I'm bringing to the argument today. And again, that's PGAtour.com. Just go to the player profile. I'm doing the year of 2018. Now, the main reason why I'm not doing the year of 2019, just because it's not a full season yet. So I think the year 2018 is a better use of the stats. So let's get into it. Let's go first over the claim that keeping the ball in play and accuracy is more important than distance, right? So if this claim was true, what we would find in the top 10 players in the world is that their accuracy stats would be better than their driving distance stats, and that would prove to them basically to getting the most strokes gained due to their accuracy. Okay, so that would be their argument. Let's go over some of the stats I've compiled, and these stats will basically show you that that is not the case. So what I did was I went to all those top 10 players in the world currently. I got their driving distance, I added them all up, and I divided by 10, so we can kind of get an average of the total driving distance for the official World Golf Ranking players 1 through 10, right? So when we go do that, they average right around 309.8 yards. Now, if accuracy was a huge factor, we would probably see that the average driving accuracy would probably be towards the better end on the PGA Tour, which would place them, they would have to be somewhere around the 65% to 70-ish% range for them to be kind of in the top rank on the PGA Tour. But what we find is if we add up all of their driving accuracies and divide it by 10, they come out right around 59.79% in terms of their driving accuracy in the top 10 players in the world. Now, keeping that in mind, that would place them on average relative to the PGA Tour around 150th place in the PGA Tour, which is on the low end. It's actually not even, it's middle-ish to low is where you're going to find a lot of these players in the top 10 in the world. So that stat in itself should be enough evidence to base the claim that controlling your misses is more important than overall distance. And that, again, like I said, is completely false. Now, let's go over another little stat that I took that's going to help us with this claim, and this is going to be average of total strokes gained, right? So, seeing that they're only averaging 59.79% fairways hit, that should mean if accuracy was more important to scoring, that their average total strokes gained would not be very good, right? But what we find is if you add up all the strokes gained divided by 10, that they're averaging right around 1.444 strokes gained relative to the rest of the field. And that places, if you're getting right around an average total of 1.44 strokes gained relative to the field, that's placing you right around in the top 10-ish of the PGA Tour, which is on the very, very high end. That means you're doing a really good job with getting total strokes gained. So what we found so far in the top 10 ranked players in the world currently right now is that the whole accuracy relative to strokes gained debate is really, you don't need to be accurate to get a lot of strokes gained. I mean, 59.79%, like I said, is on the lower end. They're not doing very good. They're not very accurate, but yet they're still getting a lot of strokes gained towards the field. So again, guys, for everyone out there who's trying to make the claim that in the PGA Tour, to be a top-ranked player, it's better to be controlling your misses and being more accurate than it is hitting the golf ball very far, that whole claim is completely and utterly false. And if you guys would do your own research and do your own due diligence, you would find out that I am completely right. And we can go through the stats again. Average driving accuracy for the top 10 players in the world is 59.79%. That would place them right around 150th in terms of accuracy, which is not very good. Now, relative to that accuracy, average total strokes gained, they're getting right around 1.444 strokes gained relative to the field, which would place them right around in the top 10 in terms of average total strokes gained relative to the field on PGA Tour. So even though they're not very accurate, they're still gaining a lot of strokes. So guys, here's the major macro idea takeaway point from this. For everyone in the comment section below who are trying to leave comments saying that certain claims are true, what you guys should go do is maybe go make your own videos, or maybe go bring up evidence in the comments instead of just making a claim. Because again, most of the time, if you guys would have done your due diligence, you guys would have found out that your claims are false, right? Now, I'm not saying that they're false relative to you. You could be focusing on more on accuracy, and your handicap could be greatly decreasing. I'm not going to argue that. There's a lot of my players that I'm actually focusing more so on accuracy than I am on distance. But then there also is a large percentage, mainly the juniors, that I'm focusing more so on distance relative to accuracy. Because again, it depends on kind of your macro ideas or macro goals and what you want to accomplish with your game. If you guys are a handicap golfer, distance is never really going to help you guys. But again, I think especially if you're just starting out, you more so got to focus in on consistent strike, centeredness of contact, and then from there, you guys will find more distance and most likely more accuracy as well if you're consistently striking the ball in the sweet spot. So maybe for you players out there that fall under that category, accuracy might be more important for you guys out there. But I would still say if you guys want to be a top tier player relative to your handicap, you're going to find that everyone on the lower end of your handicap skills are typically going to be hitting the ball further than the person who is more so on the higher end of that handicap total. So let's give an example. Let's say if you're a 0 to 10 handicap, you're going to find the 10 handicappers hitting the ball probably slightly shorter or even more so shorter than the scratch golfers. And again, guys, it always is the case. If you hit the ball further and are somewhat accurate, you guys are going to probably have the best chance to play the best golf that you can out there. Again, you don't need to be overly accurate to be a great golfer. You need to hit the ball relatively far relative to the rest of your handicap players out there, and then have some sort of accuracy, right? And for the PGA Tour to become one of the best players in the world, a top 10, that means that you need to be right around roughly hitting it about 305 to 309. There's some guys on the lower end there, like a Justin Rose and Francisco Molinari, that are right around 303-ish to 302. But every single player that's in the top 10 in the official world golf rankings right now is hitting it over 300 yards. And the average percentage of driving accuracy is 59.79, guys. So again, I've said this so many times in other videos. Again, accuracy is not that big of a deal. It's more so driving distance that you're going to see yourself work out and become a better player. Now, why is that the case? Well, if you're hitting the golf ball further, even if you're in the rough, you're going to have shorter clubs in, and you're also going to have better chances at scoring because you have those shorter shots in. Hey, Dave, what's up, man? Thanks for joining in. So we were just kind of doing the whole debate. What is more important? Is it accuracy or is it driving distance? And I, for one, think obviously it's driving distance more so than accuracy. If you do the research, that is the case. All right, guys. So again, like I said, I got that from Official World Golf Ranking. Good to see me live. Yeah, absolutely, man. I'm going to start trying to do these probably once a week, maybe twice a week. If you guys start liking these and want to agree distance, yep. If you guys want to see more, definitely let me know. I got this off OWGR.com. Again, if you guys want to fact check me for people watching the future, I got this off OWGR.com. I got the PGATour.com statistics for the players. where you can find all these stats. You guys can make your arguments and your claims below. I would love to hear from you guys. I always love seeing your comments, even if they are most of the time passively aggressive towards me, but it's okay. I got thick skin. I just want to hear you guys' comments and start a healthy debate that I think will help people. And again, guys, do your own research before you leave a comment, because I think a lot of you guys out there are not doing that. Now, the last part of this live show, I wanted to talk about this really cool golf app. Now, I'm not sponsored by this app. They're not paying me to say this. I've just used this app with almost all of my students, and I've found it to be an incredibly valuable tool. Passive aggressive is easy over the internet, unfortunately. Absolutely, yeah. Everyone's passive aggressive, unfortunately. A little bit of that anonymity, I think, is what does it in. But anyways, the app is called Decade. You can go to birdiefire.com. It's Decade Golf app. Now, some ethos behind this app. Who's using this app currently? There's PGA Tour winners that use this app. There's web.com winners that use this app. 5 USGA champions have used this app. 5 world number ones. NCAA champion, low amateur, the Masters, low amateurs at the British Open, NCAA Freshman of the Year, Rolex Player of the Year, Walker Cup team members, Palmer Cup team strategist. So there's a lot of great players using this app. It's called Decade. Again, basically what we just went over in terms of like tracking your strokes gained relative to a field that's somewhat the same playing level as you. This is what this app does for the average man. And I think it's such an important tool to be able to analyze your game. You need the statistics because you can create a macro goal, but the statistics allow you to track to see if you're working towards that goal. Because unfortunately for us, if we set a macro goal of becoming let's say we're a 15 handicap and we want to become a single digit, it's harder for us to track the short-term progress because you might actually start shooting worse. But what the statistics allow you to do is they allow you to see certain categories of your game that you could be possibly doing better in, even though you're scoring worse. So it helps you stay motivated and it helps you take some positives out of the round, as opposed to just looking at it that you're shooting a worse round of golf. Because that's the hard part about a swing change. Typically, you're going to start seeing certain facets of your game start doing really well, but your scores typically don't drop right off the bat, right? So statistics really allow you to kind of see what you're improving on because it gives you so many different little categories as opposed to just score. And again, it's such a better tool to use to help you really delve into what you need to work on. Again, that's Decade Golf by birdiefire.com, guys. I can't stress it enough. It's such a good app. Almost all my students are using it. A lot of the best players in the world are using this app. It's just like what the PGA Tour and ShotLink track. It tracks your strokes gained. It tracks everything that you need to know. Great app. Go check it out. All right, guys, so that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about today. If you guys have any questions, let me know right now. Leave them in the comment section below. Again, guys, the whole debate is accuracy more important than distance, and that is not the case. Yeah, Dave, definitely go check it out. I think you guys will like it. So, guys, that is the case. Driving distance, I would say, is greatly more important than driving accuracy. And yeah, any questions? Well, in the future, if you guys are wondering, we're going to be having a video coming out where I answer your guys' YouTube comments. I'm playing kind of like a one-hole course vlog where I answer your comments. If you guys like that type of video and you guys want to see more course vlogs from me, let me know. Those things usually take a long time to edit and get all that stuff up to you guys, and I do run a business as well. But if you guys like them, I will definitely start making some more because I do enjoy playing golf, and videoing golf is a lot of fun as well. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to head out. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Hey, Rafa Laguna, thanks for joining in. Hello. If you got any questions for me, let me know. I'll stay on, I guess, for a minute. Keep the videos coming. Thank you so much, Dave. I appreciate that. All right, cool. Looks like I'm going to head out. You guys have a good day, and I look forward to more YouTube videos.